right. Hello, toy friends. Welcome back. I'm Will. This is the 118. And with me, as always, is Mr. Jim Largo. Hey, how's it going, Jim?
Good. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Happy to be here. Had a hell of a week, but let's not talk about that. We're here to forget that crap. Uh, Scotty Z's first. Scotty, what do we do without you, buddy? I think I was second. so he was here before me, so that's pretty bad. And Bob's third. So hey, how's it going, Bob?
Good to see Ian here with us,
Ian, what's
and
happening?
Outer Multiverse.
What's up?
Jeff Morris is here, and Roll Keeper's popping in.
What's
Good to
up,
see you.
Roll Keeper? What's happening?
And we can't have a Sunday without
Bjorn. Bjorn Schmajulak, my friend. And I heard Eduardo in the background too during that segment. So he is up and at 'em and having a good time.
And a surprise appearance by Like Salt.
He's
good to see you.
Peeping at us. All right, what's up?
Well, what do you got for us today, Wilhelm?
I got some stuff and some things. And
stuff.
Some things.
We
and
like
some stuff. And big shout out and thank you to our channel members and Patreon members. Thank you so very much. We love you. Thank you. So thank you. So today we are going to talk about 118 things and stuff. Cotswold Collectables, 1/18 scale, custom contest updates, JoeFest DFW shows. We're going to talk a little bit about them and discuss my collection reduction plan towards the end here. So that's great. Hey, I'm really happy you guys like that because we've got 118 things and stuff.
Before we go any further, we gotta.
Well, that's right.
33 days left.
I gotta tell you, yeah, this is really coming up on me fast, and I feel like, unlike other years, I am not prepared. So, yeah, it's happening, but I just don't.
We had a kind of a slow start for the year as far as toy news, but there's a lot of momentum. A lot of things are actually coming out that have been in the pipeline as far as product. We're going to actually see at JoeFest and at DFW. So
yeah.
It's going to be an interesting year.
Yeah, not to be. I see the chat, so stuff does rule. Things and stuff do rule, and yes, I understand. I know Chad with the I like stuff thing has been a thing for a while, but it's just like I didn't want to call this segment like 118 news because we all we're all in the same Instagram channels. We're all in the same Facebook groups. Like we see all this news coming. So I'm not breaking anything to anyone, but we are having a discussion about it. So,
Ian wants a t-shirt.
This could be a t-shirt someday. But, so in that vein, guys, the robotics, I know we've done 3 shows on it and we've talked about it ad nauseum, but, I was able to find it and I built it.
Nice.
And it's totally awesome. So awesome, in fact, that I wanted to make a video about it. So I am in the process of making that. So yeah, a complete video on this set and my experience with robotics up until this point coming very soon. So the Aviator set, I think, is peak robotics. I think it's one of the best sets that they ever made. But I really do like that Deep Sea Adventure set on the back of the box, and I was able to find one. No box, but all the pieces are there, and I bought it, and I'm waiting for it to arrive. So,
before these were discontinued around 2000, what, 22?
21. I think
recently.
They went all
21?
the way to 21. Yeah.
So these were the last 5 options that were available.
The learning curve days.
Okay.
The second company that owned them, they partnered with Discovery Channel and made these what seemed like very purpose-built kits, like the Aviator kit, the Deep Sea Adventure, the knockoff Johnny 5, Cyber Arms, and the Extreme Explorer. So some of the stuffiest stuff you've ever stuffed in your stuff really doesn't sound right. Well, it doesn't. Speaking of things that don't sound right, I had a funny story yesterday. A weird memory popped in my head. Um, do you guys remember the Juicy Fruit commercial from the 80s? I believe it was. It used to play all the time. Someone said something and it reminded me of this one commercial. And there was this, it was the song went, get your skis shined up and get your juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move you. You don't remember this? Do you remember this?
I
Um,
do.
okay, yeah. Then at one point it's like, pull it out, take a sniff. The taste
Mhm.
will move you when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy fruit, it's gonna move you. So anyway, I'm at work singing this, and some of my employees gave me like a rather odd look because I'm talking about pulling it out, sniffing, and popping it in your mouth. And I was like, you know what? I never realized how bad that sounds. I did find the
Context.
video. Yeah, I did find the video on YouTube and I played it for them. And they were like, okay, I get it. But I remembered it perfectly because I'm like, there's a woman
I
and
was
she like
more, yeah,
sniffs the gum.
I was more into the Double Mint twins, so
Yes, yeah. But anyway, the taste is gonna move you. It was fun. And we should give a nice hello. Scuba Pete, you walked in at a great time. Sniff, pull it out, pop it in your mouth. Roll Keeper remembers that Juicy Fruit song. Anyway, the fun stuff that just pops into your head when you're old. Uh, oh yeah, the Nair hair removal jingle. What was that? Oh, what was it?
we
Nair
wear
loves
short
short
shorts.
shorts. Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. Nair for short shorts. Definitely better. So, okay, moving on. Oh, that was stupid. I wasn't supposed to show that.
Oh,
Edit that. Edit it in post. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, we'll talk about it. Someone brought up those WWE bone crunchers and asked if they 118. And I said maybe they 118 if they were like a 118 scale dwarf. So I bought one, compared it to Batman. He comes up to about Batman's shoulder. And then I drew these on paper and cut them out and like stuck them to him to see if he would look cool as a dwarf. And I was going to talk about it on the show, and then I was like, it looks really cheesy, so I'm not going to talk about it until I get something better. And then I left the slide in. So there you go. 118. I really want to make them space dwarves, though. Like, I want a space helmet with horns. I don't know. That to me would be cool. You let me know. oh, oh, man. Yeah. So, yeah, I like salt. We've seen some commercials in our lifetime. I learned it from watching you,
indeed.
Dad. And this is your brain on drugs, or two of my favorite. Although I really do like that one too, where the guy's like, "Hey kid, you ever see that one where the kid's like walking along with like a model airplane, and then the drug dealer walks up to him and he's like, "You like to fly, kid? I'll give you something that really make you fly." And they were like, "Just say no." I don't know.
I think I've tried to block a lot of those out.
Yeah,
Those say
yeah,
no to drug things. They
yeah.
were pretty
Those are
ham-handed.
sure they were. Uh, Bjorn Jorgensen, you may have heard of him, the majestic one. He sent me this picture. Bjorn, I don't know where you got this from, but if you could let me know because but this is the Marvel Epic Heroes series, and I don't have any word of when this is coming out or how much it'll be, but just look cool. I love these mini vehicles. I think they're cool. Yes, space dwarves with massive guns. Okay.
There were space dwarves in the 40K lore called
There
squats.
there
Pretty
are.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think they would fit in great. I want to make a ship for them, like a dwarven, a space dwarf mining vessel.
You see what you started? Now I'm getting
Give
hungry.
me a break. Give me a break. Break me. Yeah, I can sing all. I don't know the lyrics. I don't know my combination to the password to my computer at work, but I know all the words to that crap.
Ugh.
Ruined us.
Fat Red Foo. Good to see you.
What's happening? So yeah, I think this is cool. Even though I know Iron Man doesn't need a ship, but I also think it's kind of ridiculous when they show him flying halfway across the world just in his armor. I'm like, there's got to be like a limitation. Like it's got to be
Right.
uncomfortable too, just to be cruising
But
ahead soon.
for
So
doing some kind of a 118 conversion, if the price is right, this could be
yeah,
something to pick up because we know it's going to 118 really well. I'm not
and it's
crazy
got
about
some.
the open cockpit in the back though. That's kind of odd.
Yeah, I saw that, and they got Falcon there, who ironically on none of the Falcon figures does he come with wings, which is really annoying. Um,
That is.
so but they give like see there's like I the picture's blurry, so I'm not sure where like Bjorn got it from, I guess, but there's like a it looks like a flight stand kind of feature out of the nose I'm looking at, and then a capture claw so you could grab Thanos, which is pretty cool. And of course, a firing. I gotta watch that man right out of my hair. I remember that one. Will sings them all. Get a
I'm
Larry
seeing
King.
a special infinite playlist in our future.
Well, I
Bad
was even,
commercials.
what's funny about that? Because last year they did Cobra karaoke at Joe Fest. And my suggestion was he should have karaoke versions of like old cartoon theme songs and computer and commercial jingles because I would be up there all night. I don't know the words to any like real songs. I just know all that stuff. So yeah, I like it. I don't know how much you're going to charge for it. Falcon gets bugs in his teeth.
Yeah, you should have given him a windshield or something.
Yeah, just even like a half windshield if they want it to be cheap, but or just make it a two-seater in the one cockpit. It's one piece. You don't have to worry about it. I don't know.
So this hasn't come out yet, but it
No.
is an indication that maybe this line will continue because we
Yeah,
haven't seen a
yeah. I
whole
know
lot
I've
of
heard some
news.
stuff but I would love and if you caught X-Men 97, I don't know if anyone here has caught the last episode, but they show a garage and they have the Wolverine Jeep. I think they even have the Wolverine motorcycle in
The
there,
old
like
Toy
as
Biz?
a little Easter
Yeah.
egg. Yeah, like the Toy Biz looking ones, like in that garage. And I liked seeing that. I would love it if they went real deep like the Toy Biz stuff because one, Marvel Legends is just copying all the old Toy Biz card backs and figures, and they're just redoing everything now anyway. Do them in a 118 scale, and I'd love them too. I think that'd be great. Um, this I
Now,
found
Jeff
while
brings up
trying.
something.
Oh,
Um, the epic hero Star Wars vehicles, which should be also that 118 similar scale.
that's right. Yeah, we
Have any of those come out yet? Have you seen any news
no,
on them?
we saw the N1 fighter, I believe, a couple shows back. I covered it and I compared it to the $120 version, and that
Hmm.
that one was just a little more narrow. It was only a half an inch shorter in length, but just the wings were just about 3 or 4 inches more narrow, and it didn't have as many sculpted details. But it was a pretty solid choice, solid model. I thought it was pretty good, and at like I think it was like $30. That's not bad. It comes with two figures and in the ship, so not so bad.
Yeah, definitely like to
Yes,
see more come out with this line because what they've
and
done so
more
far is pretty good.
villains, more
Yes.
vehicles, and do a play set for the love of all things, please. So I was searching for a better, clearer photo of that ship, and I searched Iron Man jet. This thing came up, and I thought this was 118 scale. I didn't even know this existed. This is an eBay listing, but it's like 50 something dollars. So I was like, you know,
That's a little steep. Yeah.
yeah, but it looked cool. But Jim, you had some insight as to this. I was out of collecting at the time.
Yeah, it unfortunately it's really hard to tell from these boxes, but for some of the Avengers toys that came out, for whatever reason in Hasbro's collective wisdom, they decided to do smaller figures that were more like mask size, maybe two and
Yeah.
a half, two and a quarter. So they did vehicles, but they didn't do them
Hmm.
for 118 scale. So it's kind of, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what scale this one is. I don't remember exactly, but that's something to watch for if you see listings for these things is, trying to figure out what actual scale they are before you pick them up. Yeah, World made a cardboard saying they were about two and a quarter for the figures, and figures were bad.
Oh, okay. So this is not a 1/18 scale vehicle. It's too much too. Like
Yeah.
one, I didn't know it existed. So I was like, oh, this would be cool if I could find a beater in a lot or something and customize it because I really like the rivets and like the aesthetic of it. Even if you just did a repaint on it, it doesn't have to be an Iron Man jet. It just looks like a cool kind of ship. I
Yeah.
like that. So yeah, a lot of talk here about newer epic hero stuff. Nightcrawler. Oh, and please let me be able to put a sword in his tail because that part was really cool.
Yeah.
Kind of spoiling X-Men 97, but the premiere or the series come out, season 1 finished. But yeah, Nightcrawler
Right.
grabbing a sword, fighting with 2 swords and one in his tail was pretty cool. I thought that was a pretty cool scene. He's like just
Yeah.
fighting off everyone and poop and bamfing
He's
around.
he's
So
done that
cool.
kind of stuff in the comics too. So we did get a Nightcrawler in the 112, but not in the
Yeah,
Epic 118.
and he's
Okay.
such a great character. They don't
Oh
really
yeah.
do the they used to always talk about the smell of brimstone when he
Hmm.
would bamf. And
Bamf. Yep.
they don't mention it in the cartoon much. They kind of just like got rid of that part, but it was kind of cool. And I mean, Nightcrawler, those X-Men movies of the early 2000s weren't the best movies ever, but that Nightcrawler scene in the beginning where he goes into the White House or whatever, oh, that was so good. That was so good. Do you remember X2? Uh,
I do.
that was so great. I loved it. Danger Room place that would be nice. Yeah, yeah. And yeah, those look very Buzz Lightyear B-side ships. Yep. Oh, okay. Mission Fleet stuff. Yeah, 2.5. Okay. Why would they do that? They had an Avengers
I don't
Tower,
know.
which, yeah, you don't need the whole tower. You could have made a 24-inch or an 18-inch, just the top of the tower playset would have been pretty cool. Yeah, that would have been great and so true. Yeah, I love it. And I was trying to find a picture, but I don't know if you remember. Yeah, I started working on modeling a Blackbird
Hmm.
6 months ago when like this stuff first came out, and then I got to pull up those pictures again because I think I have a shell of it. It's just the interior parts that take, it's all the devil's in the details, people. But I would love to get that out there. Oh, let's see. May the power of the force, guys. I feel like a real jerk for not mentioning this sooner because I'm so into the Power of the Force 2 line. And May, the Power of the Force was a whole event that's been going on all May long. And there's dozens of people involved in this. And I really should have been showing you guys. This was kind of put together by Allison Troy, the Retro Toy Princess, and Lawrence over at A Punk with Toys. And they have
Good to see you guys.
YouTubers from all over the community joining up and just talking about their favorite Power of the Force 2 figures
Yeah.
and play sets and everything. So we've already had almost 3 full weeks of this. And our little video premieres tonight. So if you check it out, it'll be on this channel at 9:30 tonight. You can watch Jim and I unbox my AT-AT that I bought 30 years ago or 26 years ago. And that was a fun little moment. So Phantom Menace turns 25 today. Well, wow. Wowzers. Oh, Mr. V. Conley. I got to meet him at Joe Fest last year, him and his beautiful
Very
wife.
cool.
And thank you. How's it going, buddy? Thank you so very much. I appreciate
We
you.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see them hopefully at Joe Fest again this year, maybe.
I don't know if they're going to DFW or Joe Fest, but we'll be covering leading up to both shows because they're both on the same weekend. But we're going to be covering
Right.
both shows and talking about some of the vendors, the exclusives, and everything that you could find there coming up later in the show today. So, yeah. And Robert's Infinite Realm, how are you, pal? And we said hi to Gaz, right? Yeah, of course
We did.
Yes. And
But you can go ahead and
MCR.
give him another thumb kiss. You can never get too many thumb kisses. So
Yes. And yeah, so we're here's just some of the thumbnails of some of the we had an Aunt Peru We had a Rancor and Rancor Keeper done by Wraith Mace, a mystery figure done by Aaron, the toy enhancer. So you're just gonna have to go watch his video. And I spent a lot of yesterday going back and watching all the videos, and there's some really, really good and entertaining ones there. Making some dios, awesome.
Excellent. Yes, we got a
Oh,
lot of
thank
friends
you
that'll
so
be at
much.
DFW, and
Yep.
we'll have a few at Joe Fest as well. So cool.
Because I
Hope
will
you
be
have a
sending
great
you
time.
both Fellowship of the Dollies patches.
Oh,
Awesome, man.
awesome.
Thank you so
Those patches look
much.
so cool. I
So
saw the one
great.
that Chad was showing. It looks neat.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Pretty cool.
unboxing this beast tonight at 9:30, and next weekend, Sunday, we're going to do a May the Power of the Force 2 special, special 118 live stream. And one of the things we're going to work on is this. We're going to build the cantina. I'm going to populate it with some of the things I have, and we're going to crack this open. This is a Millennium Falcon. Let me pull this down. But yeah, so you can see
Oh, the carry case.
carry case that I bought back in the 90s, and it
Now that
is,
originally, I think that came with like Wedge Antilles. Do you have everything inside of it that it came
I
with?
don't
Or
think so, because I've since filled it with a bunch of stuff. It is packed with. I use this for basically all the little bobs and bits and figures I played with back in the 90s, even though I was an adult. And it's kind of I've opened it, but I haven't really taken everything out. So we're gonna pop that open, and we're gonna throw those figures into the cantina. It'll be a lot of fun.
sweet.
And if you guys love Power of the Force 2 half as much as I do, then it'll be a lot of fun. Ah, lost it in a fire. Sorry to hear that, buddy. I know what it's like. Robert, we should talk someday. I don't know if you guys know this, but in 1985, my house burned down and I lost everything I owned. And as a child, I was 10 years old. And yeah, pretty sucky.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had to start over. So yeah, I know how that feels. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, I guess you could fit a figure in the cockpit of the carrying case. We'll try it next weekend. How's that? And yeah, just so you know, I mean, Power of the Force 2 means so much to me, and I have so much of it in my collection. Some of the very first live streams I ever did on this channel were to just unbox and talk about this stuff, and we did that. So if you look back on the channel to some of the first live streams, yeah, you could see some of that stuff if you want to go back and check it out. But
Cool.
the main event of today is Cotswold Collectables. Guys, we all know this website, especially if you're in the 1/6 community. Isn't that right, Jim? You get a lot of G.I. Joe.
Yeah, they've been doing that
Dolly
for
parts.
for several years. They've been providing accessories and pieces to restore classic Joes, anything in the 1/6 scale. They're pretty much the go-to. And they've been expanding beyond 1/6 into other types of military and sci-fi figures. So
Sure.
including our beloved 118.
Yeah, so they have a whole section for 1/18 scale stuff. And you know what's funny? They even have some carded old G.I. Joe stuff on there, and we'll talk about it in a couple slides. But one of the main things I wanted to talk about, and if you saw them in the thumbnail, was these ammo bots. They are made by the same company that makes the World Peacekeeper stuff, the MNC Toy Company of Hong Kong. And these have been available for, we briefly spoke about it on the thing, and I was able to pick one of these up at Joe Fest, not last year, the year before. So whatever that was, 2022. And
so these have been available like in Asia and Europe, but not
yes,
easily available in the US. So
no, and it's kind of a sci-fi, SWAT team, and they have alien enemies that they fight. So they had this assortment. These are just polybagged. They are not carded figures, but I picked up that kind of armored Segway with guns on it and one of the ammo bots at Joe Fest, and I really enjoyed them. They're very well made. Here's some very poorly lit pictures of when I got home from Joe Fest. Here's my ammo bot, and it looks like I got ammo bot 1. There's 5 available. But yeah, look, the gun clips right onto his back. It's really cool. I like the aesthetic.
It's got
They're very
good
posable.
articulation. Yeah.
Yeah. They got good articulation. They got those big feet, and it really helps with those like single foot poses. It really, you don't need a stand for these guys. Bjorn,
Right.
yeah, I really enjoyed them. And I meant to always pick up more. The mall
Yes,
cop
it does
ride,
look
yeah.
like the Paul Blart Mall Cop kind of segue.
Paul Blart in the future.
But if you want to add a mechanized unit to any of your 118 teams, then this is a good way to go. What's the price point on the figures?
So these polybagged ones are $8.95.
Nice.
But I was thinking Robo Blart, just to put it out there for Johnny Sorensen. So if he wants to have it, and then this is our ammo bot next to a ACRM from the dollar store Final Faction line, which is pretty big.
Gaz got a good point. Have you ever seen Appleseed? This has kind of a similar vibe with the big feet and the style of the mech. Yeah.
I don't know the story very much because like I said, they're just listed as upgrade kit ammo bot. like they don't have like a very specific name, but they did put these cool. So this is the upgrade suit. Oh no, this one's called Streaming Rear Guard Ammo Bot 3. And this is the upgrade version. These are, you get a lot of cool accessories with him. So this is the same figure, but I guess you get a lot more snap-on armor pieces. And
so
are
these just
20.
Repackaged with new accessories, or
I guess new... so. They call them upgrade suit. So, I'm pretty new to this. I don't know. I just like it because it's one like reminiscent of a lot of things we've seen, but it's new. It's cool. It's like not a remake. It's kind of like Acid versus Beta. Why we like that, it's new, it's funky, it's cool, and it's hip.
Right. Unfortunately, Acid versus Beta, we're just not seeing the distribution. It should have been out by now here.
Same thing here. These guys, I think these would have sold in the US, but they've been out since 2016. And Cotswold is the exclusive retailer in the US for this stuff. So I think that's a really cool thing that they got them now.
Yeah, that's awesome that they're giving people an opportunity to pick these up if they weren't able to get them from other retailers.
And if you don't have them yet, like you could pick up those polybagged ones for $8. Great price. These are a little more at 20, but seeing that they're not really available anywhere and that they have to import them and sell them, I get it. I would say if these were available at all stores nationwide, their price would be significantly less because the military stuff they do is usually a good value toy. Thunderous Assaulter, Ammo Bot 1. So this is the one I have, but this is the upgrade guy. Yeah. I agree,
we don't
Robert.
know what's going on with Chet May. We've been trying to figure it out, but it's hard to get accurate intel.
No, I even wrote them an email and they just told me 2024. But this guy looks pretty sharp. I like it. But yeah, $19.99 for the upgrade suit. If you don't need all the bells and whistles, you could pick him up for $8. He's available bagged until those sell out, I guess. They sell one with the... They actually have, I believe this one is number 3, AmmoBot 3, with the Combat Mobile device, the AMB. I don't know. But
it's a segue.
It's a segue. These guys are neat. I'm telling you, I don't hate them. I like them. I think they're cool. They're different. They're definitely something. This one I like. Yes.
Oh, that's a good point too, Jeff. They do have some of the traditional military style in 118 and in 1/6 scale.
I caught a. We talked about it on the stream, I think last week or the week before. They were just they were experimenting with just doing polybagged versions of those, so you don't have to get the box and everything, and it'll save on shipping. Most of us are going to open them anyway, so why not? This thing is a water propeller. This is a like a water vehicle. Just kind of kind of cool. I don't know. I like this picture.
Like a little jet ski
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
25 on this one. If I had this one kills me. I love it. Love this one. I haven't seen we've seen things similar to it. Robot dogs, cool. Just cool.
Yeah. Any kind of animal accessory I'm all for.
Yeah.
And when you add that with a robot, it's like bonus. So that
Yeah.
looks neat.
He looks good, man. And he's $24.99 also. But it looks like he's got some good articulation, a lot of snap-on accessories, and he just looks badass. I like him.
Yeah.
This is one.
Mobile Mastiff. I even
Yeah.
like the name.
And once again, like I said, you could pick up all of these bagged versions or those carded ones we just saw. They also have just the carded standard versions, standard suit guys. And once again, these are the same bots with different, with the at $16.99. So you could just get the standard carded guys, $16.99. You could pick up the deluxes for $19.99. But having more than one of these isn't really a bad thing either. They're kind of cool. You could have a little squad of them. But I'd love they have a little the holster fits the thing. The weapons snap onto their back, and at this price, and like I said, they're unique. You don't see these all the time. Now here's the one that blew me away. I love this guy. Look at him.
Nice. He's a little taller than the others, a little beefier.
Yeah, the aliens were not ever available, so I never saw them. These are on eBay for $24.50 plus $6.70 shipping.
So Cotswold's got a better price.
Yeah,
obviously.
I think Cotswold's got a better price. So
cool.
Let's see. I was adding Chatmate to my Joe's at I don't know what that 2012. It was crazy. I find hundreds of one vehicle and another I'd never see. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, some stores would just have tons of stuff, but this guy's awesome. And if you guys guessed it, of course it's the one I ordered.
Yeah, Cotswold physically is in Texas, but they have an online center. Do we have a link to their website?
Yeah, it's in the description.
And I believe they will be at DFW because it's just
they will. That's how I found out about this on the DFW Facebook page. Said Cotswold will be offering these aliens, so I was like really excited about that. So I started putting together the show just to drive people to DFW to check out these aliens because they're just not commonly available and not everyone would know about them. And then I looked on their website and they have them. They're available right now for shipping. I already ordered this guy. I just love him. Yeah, I didn't get this version of him because they have an upgrade version that looks absolutely marvelous. Look at this. I love
the shield
and that
some other goodies
thing on his back. I don't know what it does, but it clips onto his back and it looks awesome. Some kind of energy device or something. I really like him. That's him fully armored up in the upgrade pack with that energy shield, the extra kind of missile launchers that come down along his hips there, and that energy emitter or whatever it is.
Reminds me a little bit of what we're going to be seeing from Valaverse with Crimson Shadows, with some of those new mechs that are going to be coming out.
Yes. Definitely gives that vibe. I like these guys, man. I would love to do a ship of just these guys. It looks like a good Iron Man villain. Yeah, I think so. I like him. So yeah, I picked this up. It's in transit, so as soon as I get it, I'll post some stuff on it. Thank you, Bjorn. Just put a link to that's GIJoeElite.com. That's the Cotswold Collectables website. And like I said, if you see any of these that you like, you could order them right now. I'm just watching my budget right now because I got Joe Fest coming up, but I couldn't resist with this one. I just couldn't.
You could definitely make some Cylon type guys out of these.
Yeah.
Cool.
So they also have a line of other aliens. So these guys, they're a little different looking. I don't know how I feel about them. I think they definitely, they're cool. I like them. I don't love them, but they're definitely cool, and I would like them as enemies.
Right.
Kind of like
They're not
the
sharing
card.
any of the pieces. This is a whole different sculpt. So that's
Yeah.
something.
So here you got this guy who seems like he's like a heavy gunner. Malum. I don't know what that means. Then you got this guy. He comes with these two like energy size, different snap-on pieces. He's
Okay. So
called.
some of them are like named characters, some of them are armor
Yeah, this
builders.
one. Yeah, I don't know if like the name. Like I said, I don't know enough about the lore. He's Eversor with a standard suit, and then I guess they would have upgrade ones. Um, we have Odium. So he has like a cool like sci-fi rifle with like a jagged bayonet sticking out of the front. That's kind of cool. And yeah, they're pretty cool. I like them. Uh, and I would buy this entire line, every last one
Hmm.
of them, if the timing was different. Like if this happened,
Right.
and I didn't have anything else going on, I would definitely get an entire squad of these guys. And then we have this one, which is just another kind of standard rifle, and kind of looks like. At first, it looked like those things sticking up on his helmet were
Antenna?
like, yeah, like eyes on antenna or something. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's right. Yeah,
yeah,
so they kind of have a Karn vibe. The Karn from Final Faction kind of look. These are fully
yeah.
articulated though, so that's what sets them apart. They're a little different.
A little bit like, yeah, Guyver, the biomolecular, biomechanical armor kind of
Hmm.
idea. That could be trippy. I don't know
Yeah,
if I'd call this like a whole standalone toy line, but it definitely can augment whatever else you're collecting if you're doing sci-fi stuff.
sure. And one of the things I noticed going through the pictures were a lot of these do look the same. So I did want to just get them all on one screen together just so you could see that there are differences. You do see some sharing of body parts like the legs and arms and
Chest.
but the
Mhm.
heads are different. The chests have slightly no, they're pretty much no, like Amobot 1 and Amobot 4 have different chest plates, I think, right? No, or maybe it's
Mhm.
just the angle I'm looking at them. But they
I think the
do
only,
have
yeah,
some
it's the
distinction.
heads. Yeah, the heads I think are the main difference. A
Yeah.
lot of the other pieces are shared, but they're a uniform team. You could put several of these together and they look good together. But there's
Hmm.
still enough you could make some individuality.
Ken,
Speaking of
how's it going?
individuals, they can.
I think Ken, just so you know, Bjorn just said what? How many days till Joe Fest? 33 days till Joe Fest.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. It's coming up on us.
This year is going fast.
And then just so you could see that there are variations here with the aliens. Now, these look almost to be exactly the same figure, just different repaints with different accessories and different armor, snap on armor bits, specifically the helmets also. So you have some difference here. And I'd say it's worth picking up each one, but that's up to you. But this is definitely in a world of 118 stuff that is all remakes, rehashes, this. I think it's refreshing, whether you're into these or not, just to acknowledge that it just feels good to see something new, right? Like it just
Yeah,
feels good and
variety is the spice of life. And we already know from some of the other play sets and vehicles that we've seen from World Peacekeepers, it's good quality stuff. So
yeah,
this will
it's
be
not bad at
interesting.
all. And there's one ammo bot on eBay with out legs for 4.99. Why does he have no lower legs? Boggles my mind. Well,
eBay
Scott,
sellers.
we don't know. Mython the
Python.
Python, what's happening? Sorry I'm late. Guatemalan gremlin tea cakes and energy drinks on me.
Sounds good.
Ken saying he's going to
Ooh,
announce the Delta 17 exclusive that the 1/8 team can cover in early mid June. Will has an idea what
nice.
it is. Largo, if you didn't see it at preview yet, shoot me a note.
All
Um,
right.
yeah, we
I
will be
have an inkling
covering.
of what it will be, but
We have
it'll
the
be cool to see it.
starting, I think, after next week's show. So 2 weeks from now, we're going to start covering all the DFW and all the Joe Fest exclusives coming out from all the wonderful vendors that you guys are going to be able to see. So it's going to be great. Hey, we got some other people rolling in here. Woohoo! Greetings, everyone. Zaymot Rogue, what's happening, brother? And very cool. Yeah.
I'm hoping we will hear from Ken and Steve about the comic book by Joe Fest, whether it's available digitally or when we're going to see a full release. So
yeah,
we'll keep an ear out for that.
And then are we going to do lives from Joe Fest? Possibly. I mean, it's easy enough. I think, even from the Delta 17 booth, I'm sure I could just go live on Instagram or YouTube, even just for a couple minutes and just check in and say hi with you guys. I don't know if we're going to have like a whole show or anything, but yeah, we'll see as we get closer. Yeah. And if anyone's interested, I really wanted to do something where maybe I could get together with someone going to DFW and we could get on StreamYard together and kind of simulcast from both shows at the same time and just see what's going on. Because, I'd love to see that. That'd be cool. And hey, you mentioned it there, Jim. And comic plan is to have digital by Joe Fest. 50-50 chance we'll have a hard copy by Joe Fest. Steve's still working on the cover. Okay. And we know Steve loves to put the fine details in there, and we appreciate that. So I got no problem waiting, but it would be nice to even have digital. And that really goes into why I haven't done any like a video of mine, because I know a lot of people have done their they've gotten their collection, they've done a video. I really am waiting for the comic because I really want the comic to help inform me where I go with my storytelling or positioning of the guys and stuff. I don't know why. I just feel like I don't want to make a video and then have to kind of reel that back in. I know they're my figures and I could just do what I want with them, but I'd like to have the comic. I feel like without that piece, I don't have the series one yet. Like it's not whole. I don't know. Do you understand what that means? Like I'm doing there or not?
I can dig it. Yeah, man.
Oh, Bjorn could be the cameraman extraordinaire. Yes, thank you.
Only if you bring Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I'll hang one from the front of the camera and then he'll follow me around.
Keep him fueled for the convention.
Yes. And World Made of Cardboard, hoping to do some stuff for his channel, DFW. Great.
Excellent.
At this. Yeah, I can't wait to see what you come up with.
Yeah,
and I don't
you'll be in some good company there. Chad will be at DFW along with a bunch of other folks too. So
tons of great people. I think. I think Mython's going, right? Mython's going to be there.
I'm not sure. I think he'll be at DFW.
Yeah, tons of great people being there. So also, we might all want to kind of get our exclusives like trades going on because there's going to be some at Joe Fest. And we've got buddies going to all the shows. So hopefully we could.
We should probably try to, wrangle a list of who's going where. It's like we know Scuba's going to be at Joe Fest and he's got a group he's going to be meeting with. We know Chad and a bunch of other guys are going to be at DFW. So at least people know who to look for in the crowd, which of the two you're going to be able to get to.
Yeah. And Ken, congratulating Robert on 700 subs. Yes.
Nice.
They gave him the 700, then took him away and then gave him back to him. So we don't know what's going on there. Some kind of shenanigans. So I congratulated him and then I congratulated him again. So congratulations, Robert. And Roll Keeper's going to be at DFW. Very cool.
Excellent.
Speaking of Dr. Pepper, you saw a pretty cool Dr. Pepper droid on Facebook earlier. Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, you live. John lives right by, or World Made of Cardboard lives right by there. So yeah, it makes sense. And if you were crazy, you could hit Joe Fest on Saturday and DFW on Sunday. Yeah. I'm sure some madman out there could pull it off.
That would be impressive.
Me, Bob, and Will at Joe Fest. Yeah, I will be there. Yep, that's right. And then they did the hokey pokey. Okay. Oh, nice. Mython showed an old picture of his 501st TIE fighter pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, dude, man. Mython, I did not know. And
very cool.
V. Conley and Blue Serendipity are going to be we'll make special name tags for our social handles so everyone knows who we are.
That's a
Very
good
cool.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, um, I think I just ruined that. Sorry, Python, if I ruined that. I don't know if you're using the same costume, but it's on his Instagram. Go follow the guy. He's the
Yeah,
best.
he's got some cool pictures on there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would kill you. Yeah, you just got to pick one or the other. And then, we'll after this cycle of toy shows for the summer go through, then we'll talk about plans for next year because I think from what I've heard in the community and what I've decided myself was that PowerCon is a really great show. I think they're doing it in Ohio. They didn't do one this year, but it has everything, including all the G.I. Joe stuff you love and 1/18 scale stuff. It's got everything. Huge show, and that may be the show for me in 2025, but we'll see. Fat Red
Yep.
Foo. Just ordered two of those
Nice.
robots. Yeah, awesome, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know how those fit in with your world building.
Yeah.
Fat Red's been doing some cool stuff on Instagram with his building of his dioramas and figures, custom figures.
Those guys are doing fantastic work. And yeah, you got to go check them out. And yeah, just wanted to show you all the figures together on one screen so you could see the differences. This is just what we're doing here, guys. We're just trying to find stuff that the general public may not know about and share it with you. That's the kind of stuff I think I would like to watch. So that's why I'm doing it for you guys. So hopefully you do like it. And well, I was blown away. So yeah, so initially I was just going to talk about the World Peacekeeper stuff. Then I just saw how much damn 1/18 scale stuff they have at Cotswold. And I know these are available at other retailers, but I'm trying to give some love to some of the smaller guys. Yeah. So you got
they seem to be, they're better than what I've seen on Amazon. I'd have to compare them with Big Bad, but I think these are better prices than Big Bad too. It depends on how many you're ordering and your shipping price, but Joy Toy's doing some really good military stuff, have been for several years.
Look at this. They got a whole bunch of stuff at $18.49.
Yeah.
And these are these
and you guys articulated. Yeah.
I didn't want to go into every single one of them. I didn't want to blow the show up too much, but they got some really great up to $20. These things just look amazing. So you were blown away by a sharpshooter. yeah, that's right.
That works. Are we going to have some 1/8 team shirts? You going to have some merch for Power or for Joe
actually,
Fest?
Speaking of it, I sold my first 1/8 team shirt 2 days ago. Joe Ricondo bought one. Yeah, there's a link in our channel to the Redbubble shop where we have the it's basically, where is it? I'll find it. Maybe I don't have it. It's basically this logo on the shirt.
We'll show it next week.
We've
got like AF3, the 1/8 team
on a shirt.
Cool.
And Joe Ricondo bought one. So thank you, Joe. If you're watching, thank you for being the first person. I was going to order a couple just to bring to the show and hand out. But yeah, Joy Toy stuff, fantastic. Look at that. $18.49 for Joy Toy figures. That's a bargain, right?
That's a good price for those because I've seen them go for 30 to 40 on some of the other more deluxe figures. So I think they've been offering some figures at a lower price point with, different accessories.
It says ETA June 2024. I did not purchase. I wanted to buy one of these guys at least. I think it was this guy with the helmet in the blue. He just looked cool. But
yeah. And again, when you get to the convention, some of these may be available there as well.
Yeah.
So if you want to see it in hand before you pick it up, that might be a way to go as well. I
was just shocked that they even have some vintage stuff. They have the complete guide to collecting G.I. Joes 92 through 94 for $6.99. They got a 25th anniversary Cobra Enemy Officer for $19.99.
Their selection, it's coming. It's whatever they can find. When they get a good
Yeah.
deal on something, they'll put it on their website, and it's first come, first serve. So
Okay.
just got to, especially on these older toys that are no longer in production.
They're also carrying Strike Force Alpha. So if you haven't picked those up, you could pick those up through Cotswold. They have some Jurassic Park, Jurassic Clash figures. These Kung Fu Takeout Pad Tiger figures for only
I like
$5.
that helicopter's kind of cool.
Yeah, they have.
That's
So they have
118.
Leonard the Core. They've got some 1990s Sergeant Savage. Look at this guy, cryo free
Nice.
Sergeant Savage, only $8.99.
It's a good deal.
$9.99. These are great deals. They got the G.I. Joe the movie, the Retaliation Duke for $10. You never know. These guys are a new line of 1/18 scale O-ring figures. These are called, oh geez, someone help me.
I'm not familiar with this line. My phone says he's picked up some of the Joy Toy. Yeah.
Okay,
so
about 20. So it's about. I thought it was a good price. Yeah, I just thought it was a bargain for the quality you get. Jurassic
Clash. Yeah.
Heavy Armor Toys. That's what this is called. Heavy Armor Toys. They did a Kickstarter. These are basically like SWAT, Commando, Troopers. They're doing like army builders.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they have heavy armor figures are good. Original 13 vibes. Yes.
Okay.
Heavy armor toys are in the Navy.
Nope.
Yeah, okay. In
Bill's
the
here.
Navy.
Hey, Bill.
They were doing the naval ship guys. Bill, how are you?
Oh, it's the same company. I got
Yeah.
you. Okay.
So they're doing a lot of troop builders, but these say ETA May 2024, which is now. So I don't know if they're coming out. Yeah, $20 each though. Pick them up on Cotswold. I don't
Not
know when they're
bad.
coming out, but yeah, they got a bunch of stuff. What I wanted to show you real quick was one thing I'll say about Cotswold. They have a great site, but
Toy Hermit's in the house. Howdy.
hey, what's happening, buddy? So I just want to show you though, like some of the. So you go to the Cotswold website, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're carrying Legends of the Hidden Forest. I was going to ask Ken and Steve if they wanted to see if they could get Delta 17 in with these guys, but I don't know. I mean, they do all their 1/6 stuff. They've got some really nice stuff, but if you were looking for, like, if you're just trying to navigate to find the 1/18 scale stuff, if you go to 1/18 real scale American Heroes here, right, you get this stuff. But as you can see, like those ammo bots and stuff are not here. I had to go to, I believe it was.
It's like other scales or something like other brands.
Yeah, it was over here. I had to go to like Hollywood Comic Sci-Fi, right? I think. Hold on. Nope, that's not it. Anyway, it wasn't. Where was it? It was home. Oh well. Anyway, it just didn't show up right away. It was like, I don't know if you see. Actually, that's why.
The site's not hard to navigate.
No,
you can find their stuff.
I'm not saying it's hard to
mentioning
navigate.
that. Yeah, we haven't heard any news yet from Marauders. We're still waiting to hear about the Vietnam line.
That's
Hopefully
what it was.
Be coming soon.
Okay.
Again, that's another one that we should be seeing at Joe Fest, I hope.
If you go to sci-fi and fantasy scales, and then you go to other scales and sort by newest, you'll see all that.
Yeah, and they also have, just on their face page, they've got newest things that have come in. So
yeah, so you'll see all the World Peacekeepers guys and the Joy Toy fellows right there. Yeah, it's just not, because they do sell a ton of other stuff, and they even for a while they had they were selling the Timmy Toys stuff from the 80s, which was pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. The Marauder site's kind of rough, but Marauders will be at Joe Fest. You can actually pick up stuff at their booth.
Yeah, yeah, they do a really cool thing, like where I think like they'll even build you a figure right there with like parts, like and like set you up with something. Really cool. So yeah, 118 community stuff, guys. Last week's Pirates of the Galaxy Work in Progress Wednesday was postponed because Pirates just had something come up, and I hope that worked out well for him. I think it was a personal thing, and so I want you to catch it next Wednesday. And if one of you guys are here in the chat, I forgot the time, but yeah, just look at Pirates of the Galaxy. There's a link in the description below. I submitted something to their monthly shipbuilding contest, and that was this thing, the Imaginext. And if you want to see what it looks like, wait till Wednesday because I have it here, but I'm not going to show you guys because I want you to go watch it on his show. It's just a simple repaint. I'm not very
Their show's a lot of fun. It's
Yeah.
a bunch of guys looking at what's out there and saying, how do we make this work with our world building? And it's fun.
This was a fun ship to just repaint. And I would say it's a work in progress, but that fits the work in progress Wednesday because that's what it's all about. So we've got the Crimson Firehawk contest going on. That was this, Disney Young Jedi Adventures Crimson Firehawk. A lot of those guys we found out had already done fantastic conversions of this vehicle. And we're going to take a look at some of those next week, in addition to doing 5 p.m. Eastern. Thank you. And so we'll take a look at the entries for the custom contest. We'll crown our champion of the Crimson Firehawk. And
yeah, just kind of a show of hands, guys. Who has the Firehawk has been able to find it in discount? I'm curious how many people are working on that. So we kind of get an idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that initially I have 4 submissions. So that I know of. So I just figured that's enough. Once I had 4.
Yeah.
And I just figured that's enough. So I didn't really push it. And but yeah, it would be nice. And even if you just did a quick paint job, that's fine. You don't have to do anything major, but wait a second. You thought the hokey pokey was what it was all about? No. There's quite more. Quite a bit more. Toy Hermit has one. And
nice.
Looks awesome, by the way. Spoiler alert. I saw that ship at Ross. I bought too much other stuff. Had to stay in budget. I get it, man.
That's fair. Beta Ray's working on one. Whenever you get it together, we'll show some pics if you want. Yeah.
So it happened to me too, Robert. They were plentiful and they were like $15 and then they just sold out. I don't know. Or they just disappeared. I don't know quite what happened to them. They reset the aisles and that section's just gone. And another thing I noticed too, I didn't even bring it up was, you know what else I noticed? Anyone else out there? Walmart reset the aisles. That adventure team stuff where it was like a pickup truck or a hunting pickup truck and it came with a little 1/18 scale guy, they're all gone. So is that the end of an era? Because they had all those generic Jeeps and pickup trucks with a trailer and a boat, little doggy.
So they're resetting for summer and they've put up different end caps?
Yeah, and those have been a staple of the diecast aisle for years. They're gone now. In the new layout, that section's just eliminated. So I was just wondering if anyone else noticed that as well. But gone. Found it, but I don't have time to do anything like that, so left it for a kid. Oh, of course. Yeah, okay. Oh, did they raise the price back up? Jeez.
Bummer.
Yeah, just trying not to spend any money before Joe Fest. I get you, man. I get you. Yeah, they rearranged all of my aisles. They moved, the action figures are in a different aisle now. Diecast in a different aisle. They changed everything and reformatted. So I don't know.
Well, that's not good. Goji's saying he didn't see the DC Spin Masters having a place in the reset.
They still have them on the pegs. They're right next to Superpowers, but yeah, I hope not. And I noticed they no longer have adventure stuff is gone. Yeah, too. Maybe they'll come back for Christmas. Yeah. There's always Tractor Supply for those. Yep, true.
Tractor Supply has some good stuff. The 118s really well too.
And then the next contest coming up right after this or right after Joe Fest, we'll probably cover it, is these. If you get these American Plastics Inc., or formerly known as Gay Toys Inc., these little speedboats, man, they make great little customs.
These float.
Yeah, and they were in a
So
bin.
I
They're
think we
right
should
on the
definitely
right.
make a we should make a qualifier if you're going to do some shots with them. I want to see them on the water, man.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah,
Even if
they
it's a bathtub.
they're about $5 each, guys, and they take paint really well. We did a custom contest on these back in 2019 in one of the GI Joe Facebook groups, and it was a lot of fun. And I just saw them at my Walmart recently, so if you happen to see one, go pick one up, man. They're pretty cool. And just want to say thank you, guys. What do we have coming up? Well, we've got the Joe Fest and DFW show discussions, Crimson Firehawk results, working on some collection reduction / Joe Fest fund money. So stick around, guys. I'm going to offer to you guys first before I use eBay or Mercari or whatever. But I got some nice pieces that I'm probably going to just part with. And they'll definitely be for like toy friend prices for you guys first, if you're interested in anything. What's that?
Oh.
Oh God. Oh, so
As long as
Jim,
you're wearing a swimsuit or Speedo, I think that's fine. But
what a Speedo. No way, dude. I can wear like one of those old timey swimsuits with the top and bottom. This is, it's almost as bad as Juicy Fruit, man. Woo. Oh man.
Do
Yes,
you
of
take
course.
PayPal?
Yeah.
Is that for the t-shirts and stuff, or?
No, I guess for like selling some stuff and sending it out to people.
Oh, right. Yeah. We'll figure
Yeah,
that out.
yeah. I'll get all the details. We'll start doing that like next week or the week
Hey,
before. But
TJC.
TJC, what's happening? So yeah, we're gonna do a figure ER session with some special guests. The Forgotten Halls, which was supposed to be in this show, and then kind of got pushed to the side, forgotten again because of Cotswold. Custom boat contest coming up, and of course more 1/18 scale things and
Dude, I
stuff.
want to see Love Boat Isaac in a classic boat. That would be sweet.
Which boat does he use though? Does he use
Isaac
this
uses any boat he wants because
the
he's got the
speedboat
cool factor.
though? Like,
Maybe.
does he like just wreck stuff and then it opens up and it's Isaac, or is he just kind of going on a pleasure cruise? Like he's got his own little, like this is his little love boat, little love
I don't
boat.
know.
I don't
Little
know.
Love.
It's a little love boat. I don't know. Maybe. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate you. Anyone has any questions? We're a little early today, but
Yeah.
that's all
I
right.
would like to just say shout out to our friends, it's Chad and Ryan Laserpants at 3POA. They've been dealing with some drama mama issues, but we love you guys. And if you
Yeah.
guys aren't aware of what's going on, check out their channels and, show them some love.
Yeah. And, Vache and Blue Serendipity, they had their
Yes.
account struck also, and they're two of the sweetest people in the toy community. And just wanted to say, it could happen to any one of us. Someone was maliciously using the copyright
Yeah. Just
strike kind of
shenanigans by,
function and
one bad actor that's
getting
just,
people's channel shut down, and that's really just something that's awful. I know not everyone sees eye to eye all the time, but to like I said, fraudulently use that system to strike down someone's channel so they don't have a voice anymore is just ridiculous. And we hope we don't see more stuff like this in the future. But yeah, Chad,
just be
Laser
mindful
Pants,
that there's stuff
Lachey,
going
anyone
on
else
out there.
affected by this fraudulent, fraudster, I feel for you, man. It really does suck.
And that's true, Toy Hermit. We love
No.
many Canadians, including you and our buddy
Yeah.
Ken from Toy Connections and Steve. So it's not all Canadians, just this one goober. So
Yeah.
so we had that.
We had that,
Isaac.
just did an Isaac
I gotta
review.
check it out.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, we had some
Whoops.
blocking going on and some Okay. Robert, total support for Ryan and Chad. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it really sucks that and hopefully the powers that be, as all these things are reported and it goes through, it'll come back to bite the person who was doing that bad stuff there.
Karma's gonna get him.
Yeah.
Everybody's just, trucking and doing their thing. And as long as we're just acknowledging that it's an issue and moving on, we should be
We
groovy.
stand with Ryan, we stand with Chad, but Shay and Samantha too. Absolutely. All they did was share support for one of these guys, and it was copyright struck for it. Come on, people.
Yeah. It's petty.
And cheers to y'all, guys. Just block him and just move on, because he's just not worth your time or effort. And it's just really unfortunate that, one, learn how to play nice. Come on. We don't all, like I said, we don't all agree on the same stuff, but also someone just disagreeing with you isn't hatred. It's just disagreeing. We all like different things. I mean, it's.
I don't know. I don't have much love for people that collect Funko Pops, so I might be biased. I'm kidding. If you want to collect Funko Pops, go for it.
Sure, but it's.
But you're not coming to my barbecue with them. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, just don't bring them. Just don't bring them by me. I don't mind them, but just keep them in a closet or something. I don't know. Block that person just to be safe. Yeah, you don't want anyone like that. I mean, like I said, knocking on wood, even with the 1/8 team, we're like a niche within a niche, in the toy community, and we're not really trying to be, we're not covering the most popular stuff, but it's the stuff that we love the most, and we're not knocking anyone else, but we just like what we like.
Tigers are people too, Bjorn. We love
trolls
tigers.
Really so much over here, but I know that I just said it, so now we're gonna get one, but I hope not. All right, Scotty, he's got 2 Funko Pops. As long as you don't show them to Jim, you're fine, man. Just keep them out of his sight.
Don't trigger me, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jim, do we have anything going up other than we've got the premiere tonight? We want you to go follow all those wonderful people. Check Allison Troy, the toy princess, the retro toy princess.
Yes.
We have a link to her channel over in the description there. Go check her out. Check her community page, and she has links. Or if you just search in YouTube, hashtag May the POTF, all of the videos will come up. That's a great way to get in there. And guys, if you have any cool Power of the Force 2 stuff and you want me to show it on next week's show, send me pictures over on Instagram. I'd love to just highlight your collection and talk about them. Okay? That'd be a fun idea, right? We're celebrating. It's the end of.
I love you, Bjorn.
Yeah, what a ball buster. Gotta love this kid. He's the best. He has a custom bobblehead of himself as his profile picture. Yeah, I see it there, Jeff.
Nice.
I thought that was just, I just didn't want to say anything.
Bobbleheads are different.
You were
bobbleheads are not Funkos.
Department.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Look, Jeff just, he just had a huge cranium. No, that's all right. We knew that. What a fun guy. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for another awesome weekend. We will see you next week with May the Power of the Force. Thank you all. And we stand with Ryan. We stand with Chad. We stand with anyone affected by fraudulent fraudsters. Have a great day.